So a funny thing happened on the way to the market. Okay, this is episode 492. I discovered it's filler when I was scanning through. I mean, it's got to be filler. I guess I can't say that with 100% certainty, but like for a variety of reasons, one of which I'll get to in a minute, I'm pretty convinced it's filler. Mainly it was the credits were weird. There's some kind of, looks like Goku or something is in there with them. And they're back on the Thousand Sunny. And, and everybody's back together. It's got to be filler. So this is a video file where I collect, I record episodes in bunches. Like, say I leave for an hour and a half, I come back, there's 4 or 5 episodes recorded in one block, right? So then what I do is I take where I left off. Say this particular video file is 490 to 493. Okay, so I take where I left off, which was 489, and I put 490 here. That's the first episode of the block. Then I look where we are. Now, if it's in the middle of an episode when I get back and I stop the recording, I go one episode back. So I would say 492, right? So if this had been in the middle of 493, the file would be named 490 to 492. The next time I start with 493. That's my process. Every now and then there's a mistake. I count wrong. I think an episode's finished or something. Well, that happened in this case. This says 490 to 493, but it's really only 490 to 492. There's only a few minutes past 492. I confirmed that because I'm looking at the start of the episode and we've only got like 25 minutes left. But we're at 492, right? So, all that's a complicated way of saying that. That's where I'm at. So I said, okay, well, I checked the next video file, and of course the next video file starts with 494 because I thought I had 493 because this file said 493, right? It starts 494 and goes to 497, which means I have to go back and record 493. So I discovered this last night. I was like, okay, well, I just recorded the last episode last night. I was going to do this one. I started feeling like crap. I was like, okay, I'll wait, but I'll queue it up. So in the process of queuing it up, I realized I was missing 493. So then I go to my usual website where they have all the episodes. And I've mentioned before that preset, the default, is dub, which is how every now and then I'll end up with a recording in English because I won't remember to change it from dub to sub. You have to physically, manually change it from dub to sub for some reason. It will not default to sub. So before I could do that, I was on the page that was 400 to 500. So it showed all the episodes, 400 to 500. And I happened to look down. I was like, I don't know why, because I knew I was going to change it to sub. But I looked down on the dub page. 492 is missing. They had 491 and 493 and so on. 492 is missing. I said, what the hell is this? So I went and I made sure, I went to 491, clicked on it, and that was the episode of 491. And then I advanced one episode from there, and it jumped to 493. So it's not even like they were missing a link. They did not have the English version of this episode we're about to watch. Because it's filler, I guess. Or is it because it's filler? Or is it because they have some character that's copyrighted that they can't do in an English language country? Because I know that Japan is funny about copyright. It's like, for instance, maybe Mickey Mouse has been public domain in Japan for 100 years. I don't know. Like, I honestly don't know. I think Disney could probably lobby in whatever country and make sure they keep their copyrights. Who knows? I don't really know. But I know that just because something is copyrighted in America doesn't necessarily mean it's copyrighted in every country. The laws can be different. So maybe it's a copyright thing. So I'm just curious if you know. And if you English language watchers, have you encountered other filler episodes that are not present in wherever you find these episodes, right? This is the first time I've noticed it. I'm going to start checking because I'm just curious if this is a trend. Like, no filler episodes are available in English. Because maybe they want to spend time and money hiring actors to record an English language version of filler when filler doesn't do well, right? That filler doesn't do well in binge and filler doesn't do well like in reruns and stuff like that. That filler is only for Japan. That could be the case too. It could be that the company who does the dub doesn't want to waste money on an episode a day of recording for something nobody will watch. So maybe that's why there's no English language version. I'm just curious. You know where we are, and you know where we're going. Oh, one more thing as far as queuing goes. This is where I'm queuing it up. This appears to be the last frame of the... It's hard to tell because we go to a similar shot. This appears to be the last frame of the theme song. I think this right here is the beginning of the episode. I could be off on that. we'll find out. If you'll never see this if I am off, because I'll just back it up and cue it where the episode actually begins. If this is a continuation of the theme song, I don't think it is. And I don't know why I care about spoilers on filler, but that's just my approach to everything. So there we are. 3, 2, 1. Why are you acting like this is part of a story arc? The hell is this? What is happening? Is this part of an... Was this a crossover with some other anime? I bet it was. I bet this is part 2 of an anime that was on some other anime. Interesting. Yeah, this is probably a crossover. Crossover filler. Hey, well, talk to Sanji about it. I don't know why you were trying to mac on me. Oh shit. They want the spices. Whoever this guy with the blue hair is, he's also doing the intro apparently. He's got the big belly. He should be a big belly burger. Well, shit, because of course, so we all care. It has to be one of each, right? His buddy and our buddy both have to be taken, so that we both care and we both try to get him back, right? Classic writing for kids and dummies. I mean, you'd think you would just be like, "Hey, I'll help." It doesn't. You don't. I don't need to be personally invested to help. You know. Let's see. Yeah, very fancy. Yeah, look, I'm being kidnapped. That is outrageous. Well, we better get him back fast then. Is he a cooking? Is this from a cooking anime? Why are they so obsessed with cooking? I bet it's a cooking anime. Yes, that's what I'm saying. Well, shit. I see. Wow, it looks pretty good. I'm with you, Chopper. Meanwhile, I wonder if it's just the two of them in the crossover. Are you starving to death? They went out to get food, I guess. Well, shit. We got Brooke jokes. It's really not a nice skull joke. Apparently, she's the oldest person on the ship. Somebody gave me the ages recently. She's like 29. That's kind of crazy. Old as hell. I bet it's a tasty, savory vapor. What is this, an oil strike? Is it hot cocoa? Is that when he was talking about it? It is hot cocoa. What effing kind of island is this? Yes, I'm with you, Luffy, but damn, what kind of island is this? You guys are screwed. Well, shit. Oh, they also have a dog. I guess the dog's part of his group too, but he doesn't talk apparently. So, or is it a wolf? I guess it's a wolf. Yeah. Well, we're screwed. What are fruit powers? That's not part of my mythos. I just know about fruit from my cooking channel. Now, here's what's interesting about that. Is it any liquid? Like, if this was a river of blood, they would still be screwed, right? That's my understand, my loose, very loose understanding of this mythology. Not that canon, or not that filler would care about something like that, but I'm just saying. Thank you, Mr. Wolf. Well, I guess Chopper could talk to the wolf, couldn't he? They won't do that though, because like in their show, Jesus, in their show, nobody can ever know what he's thinking, right? Capture level 4. What are you, like a cooking Pokemon? You capture various levels of animals? We've beat bigger animals than you. Believe that. Chopper, get this done. Talk to the man. Oh, you just catching Luffy. Okay. And when I say talk to the man, of course, I mean talk to the lion. I see. His main is a speaker. Okay. Maybe this is a video game. That makes no sense because they're definitely acting like they had a part one on some other show, right? Yeah, attacking from the side. Oh shit! Wait a minute, I got the biceps for this. Threefold. Oh my god! Ha! Just one nail? You hit him with one nail, huh? Probably this one. I see. That makes more sense than my interpretation of nail punch. Ha! You just got wrecked, dude. You don't want no more of this. Oh, I guess you got a bunch of friends. Lions only hunt in groups when it comes to the women. Oh, okay, those are the women. He's the man, and those are the women. Gotcha. And the women about to mess you up. Hey, man, this is definitely a cooking show. Now he's talking about spatula. Is this your lover? It is. I suspect it. I've been thinking about that about him from the beginning. Endorphins, man. Hey, now we're talking. Nice. Who the hell are you people? Yeah, what are you guys doing here? This is outrageous. Are you the one that the hearts are coming from Sanji about? Does he think you're hot or something? Who the hell are these people? Yeah. Why do you have new people and people I know are gone? Yeah, I don't care about that. I just care about my boy. Well, shit. It's time to fight. Yeah, we're scared. Look, we're not doing a 6-way. Put that back in your pocket. Yeah, we handle missions on our own all the time. Like when that time you sent us out to buy some fries. Yeah, F him, I guess. I think your goal right now should be to not get eaten. Oh shit! Oh my god! What? I don't know about his Iron Fist power, but it looks pretty awesome. You're just speaking gibberish, dude. Right? Maybe they can fly. Maybe they bribed them. You know? They're starving. Look at them. They're probably buddies. We don't know. Maybe they play poker every week and they didn't want to eat their poker friends. Where's your staff, man? This is ridiculous. Are you being sacrificed to the fruit? Like, what is happening there? Stop being impressed. That actually sounds like what would happen in a line of dialogue from One Piece. Stop being impressed. Yeah, I'm close. Oh, I just realized. Oh my god. What a pun. They're koalas, but they're coca koalas. I just got it. Jesus. That is bad. But at least it's not Coco Cabana, right? That's right. I'm powered by the energy of Simp. Oh shit, there's a lot of them too, man. Well, I guess we're gonna get eaten. If only Luffy could nerf all these people all at once. He'd Gatling gun his way through that crowd, right? Oh, he's captured level 5. Holy shit. We've never seen a capture level 5 before. Yeah. You gotta knock him out. That's why they're called that. Hey, dog. Sorry, wolf. You gonna contribute to anything besides growling? They keep going to that growling reaction shot, right? Oh shit, they can stand on their hind legs. We're really screwed now. Shit. Yeah, that's about the size of it, genius. I'm gonna kick your ass. This sumbitch be talking about some shit like. So the capture level of them in battle mode is +3. Like, what is this, D&D? Definitely, I'm getting a Pokemon cooking show energy here. Hey, man, the wolf can do something. So can Chopper. But we knew that about Chopper. Why don't you try talking to him, man? He ain't talking to him at all, man. Talk to him. Maybe animals in this universe can't talk. To Chopper anyway. Yeah, if we had your overpowered ass, you could do the thing, and we'd be already done. Hey, good idea. Bitch ass. Shit. Damn. Knockout means business. Look at him. So he's some kind of marsupial. Is it a marsupial that has a pocket? I think so. He's got him stashed in a pocket. But he's giving me King Kong energy right now. He means business. So he only wants to capture 2 people. He doesn't need the rest of them. Don't you want to collect them all? You can get the full set, man. The whole set's way more valuable together than piecemeal. Collect them all. Stop being in your feelings, kid. Yeah, it's interesting that his color changes because he's bigger. I wonder if that's true in nature. I don't think so. I think you are what you are color wise. That's right. They call me fist catcher, which now that I think about it could be dirty. Yep, that's right. Gum Gum Knockout. What's that song? I'm gonna knock you out. Well, shit. That really is playing dirty. You keep shoving your chest forward so we can't hit anything but your chest. He's trying to do something with these fruit, man. Jesus. Well, fortunately, he went full Padme, where the strike only removes your clothing, it doesn't actually hurt you. Strike me one more time, I'm ready to swing free. There's too much lore you're trying to download in one episode, man. Stick to the basics. You get a huge boosted attack power. Sounds like a very complicated show. Yeah. You talk about nutrients. There's something wrong with this dude, man. Seriously wrong. At least they say grace before their meal. Well, shit. Hey, I like how they teamed up. I'll let you get all the glory, even though it's my show, bitch. That's right. Good God, let's eat. That's right. We're eating the animal too. Yep, they're going away. You're not allowed to eat. He's going to escape. You can't get him. They're out of here. That shit's about to blow up. Thank you for showing up for just 5 minutes, by the way. You know, the minions. We're only halfway through this effing episode. Are you kidding me? I feel like I've been watching it for 30 minutes. Of course, I did have a long sidebar, but goddamn. I thought we were almost done. I was literally like, okay, well, that was okay, I guess. But we're only halfway through. Like, man, that's terrible news. Well, here's the secret. Well, I thought that was food. Oh, okay, this food is caramel. Don't eat off my hat. It's disgusting. I don't know. Feels dodgy. Well, I'm glad we sorted this out. Wow. So you tell me you're a moron. Well, thank you for the X and O. Now I understand. Now they're making me hungry. Wow. I'm not going to say anything, but if you saw it, you saw it. Hey, man, that looks really good. They call everything pudding, though. Is there a word for pudding? Does that mean ice cream? Is it, or is it like when the British have pudding, which I don't really understand? It's not meat. We know you like meat. Yeah. It's like those Christmas treats in the box, right? Like you have some candy, some chocolate, nougat, and then you have a couple of the fruit things with the powder on them. That's what this reminds me of. It's all fruit with like sugar on it, right? We're hitting every mountain. Costello, whatever the hell that is. They're eating the entire island, man. Look at it. Wrecked. Dumbass. This sounds like a truly terrible show. Your lore is overly complicated. It all feels one note and cardboard. Plus, put an effing shirt on. We don't believe you. You said that last time. We'll never see you again. Here's your free promotion. I hope it helped your show last for another year. Now it's been long forgotten. It's been off the air for 20 years. That's what I'm saying. But hopefully you survived another season because of this cross promotion. Now get the hell out of our universe. I see. No, man. I'm not going with you. I'm going with them. Well, where to begin? What's interesting about this is it shows the contrast between the normal anime of the time. Big, burly protagonist. Your protagonist is the smartest and the strongest and the most charismatic and the prettiest person in the show. Now, maybe not the smartest all the time because you did have Dragon Ball, right? And probably some other shows. But still, if you look at Goku, I have a little bit of experience. I watched a couple of the original series. And I'm watching Dragon Ball Z abridged, of course. But he's still the prototype. He's the square jawed, strong, big muscles, booming voice, very powerful, right? The contrast is on One Piece, we're not doing that. He's scrawny. Now maybe he'll get a little bit better muscles in due time. I think I've seen some shots of him looking older, scarred, and with a little bit better muscle tone, but not really. And so he's not the prototype. Luffy's not the prototype. He's not the most well. Charisma, I think, is where he's a prototype. He's the most charismatic. I was going to say he's not the most charismatic character on the show, but he really is. I think he's the most charismatic character. But he's not the smartest character. He's not the most powerful character. His look isn't what you would expect. If we're just going by look, Zoro would probably be the prototype, but Zoro's not the leader. He's not the protagonist. Luffy is. So what makes this interesting, this crossover just highlights the fact that the author went a different way when he designed this show from the ground up. He intentionally said, we're not doing this. We're not doing the guy from Berserk. We're not doing Goku. We're not doing this Cook, whatever the hell his name is. We're going to make a different looking character, which I think is a brilliant choice. You don't really think about that until you see the contrast where we cross over with another show. And it's like, wait a minute. They went the cliche direction. This show didn't. I think that's impressive. I like that. So now I'm really confused. If it's a crossover, see the way crossovers work. The way crossovers work, because this probably wasn't the 80s. When did this come out? 2005, 2008. I'm thinking more the 80s. Okay, there were shows on the same network that they would do the crossovers with in the 80s, and it was always very exciting, right? You'd have Magnum PI crossover with Simon and Simon. Magnum PI crossed over with Murder, She Wrote. Those are the two I remember specifically, but I think, Airwolf may have crossed over, Knight Rider may have crossed over with some people. I can't remember, but specifically, Magnum PI and Simon Simon definitely happened. And Murder, She Wrote and Magnum PI definitely happened. And in those two shows, those are the template. What would happen is, say the show starts on Magnum PI. Okay. Well, Simon and Simon has the two people that, Simon and Simon, the brothers, but they have other people. They have their boss, they have their love interest, they have their best friend. Maybe there's a recurring villain, right? You won't see those people on the Magnum PI episode. What you'll see is Simon and Simon. The two main actors cross over into the other show. Okay, so on Magnum PI, you have Magnum PI, you have Higgins, you have TC, and there was some other dude. Maybe Magnum. He had two friends for sure. He may have had three friends. I can't remember. TC was the one who flew the helicopter. I know he had at least one more friend who was like a ladies' man, kind of screw up kind of guy. There may have been another guy, but those people are in the Magnum PI show, so they interact with Simon and Simon. Okay, But when you get to the second episode, these typically would air in the same night. You'd have Magnum PI first, and then you have the second episode second, right? When you get to the second episode, Magnum will go to wherever Simon and Simon live. Like, say they live in San Francisco, and Magnum lives in Hawaii, right? So Magnum would go there. Higgins, TC, other guy I don't know, love interest, they don't go. They stay on their own show. So you have Simon and Simon interact with the secondary characters on the first hour, Magnum PI in Hawaii. Then Magnum will go to wherever Simon and Simon are because the storyline proceeds that direction. The bad guy gets away and he goes to the other city, so Magnum follows it, right? So he'll go over there and he will interact with all of Simon and Simon's buddies. He's on their show now. So it's just him. His buddies don't come over. Simon's buddies don't come to his place, and his buddies don't go to their place. They only cross over one or two actors. That's the way it worked in live action in the 80s, okay? Same thing with Magnum PI and Murder, She Wrote. Now, Murder, She Wrote, I think Angela Lansbury was the only character who stayed from episode to episode. Everybody else was brand new every week. Not quite the same thing, but still, she would only interact with Magnum PI's people on his episode. Once we get to her episode, she's on her own somewhere else. She's only interacting with Magnum. Nobody else is coming. That's the way it works. They don't seem to be doing this. Like, they're bringing all of his buddies, I assume is on from his show, to this show on their episode. And it seems like it was just the three of them, Cook, the chef, the wolf, and the boy, the ward, I guess, or whatever. I guess he's a ward or something. Those three are the only ones that seem to be on the episode that was on their show. How the hell does that work? Why would you do it that way? Why would you have all of One Piece's characters on not One Piece, and then when you come to not Cooking Show, then you have all the Cooking Show characters show up on One Piece? Why would you do it that way? Now, as I say this, I can think of a reason why you would do it that way. Because the reason you don't do it in live action is these actors are shooting 22 episodes in a season, and they don't have time to stop production for an entire week to go, hey, everybody, let's all of us go over and do this other show. So what you do is, the main actor, when he's over on the Simon & Simon set across the shooting lot, everybody else is shooting scenes where Magnum's not in, right? They have a scene where TC's talking to Higgins, and they have a scene where Higgins is talking to Robin Masters, and then they have a scene where the bad guy's doing something. They shoot those episodes on the day you don't have Magnum PI. He's not there today. He's over at Simon & Simon. That's why everybody else doesn't come over. It's a live action, practical, logistical problem. You can't halt production on the entire show for this whole day. You can't do it schedule-wise. Same thing with Simon & Simon. All those secondary characters, they're shooting. When Simon & Simon are over on the Magnum PI set, the secondary characters are shooting their shit that they don't need Simon & Simon for on that day. Like, maybe there's a whole day of the bad guy, what the bad guy's doing when Simon & Simon aren't around. They're shooting something. So, you don't have that problem in animation. You can draw, you say, well, we can't draw these characters because it's a different show, right? You don't have that problem. So I bet the purpose of this is to cross-promote. On the Cooking Show, they're promoting One Piece. Here's our entire cast of characters over here on the Cooking Show. So, yeah, that's what's going on. It's cross-promotion. Meanwhile, on the Cooking Show, people who are regular watchers of the Cooking Show, but they've never watched One Piece, they know who all the other characters are. They don't need to see the rest of their buddies, like this guy and the lover and, all these other people. Maybe there's a recurring bad guy that just showed up just now. I have no idea. So, but then once you get to One Piece, you're trying to cross-promote the Cooking Show, so you can bring all of his characters over here. Even though, and I guess that's to get the people the One Piece fans who didn't watch the Cooking Show to see Luffy. They're like, I'm good. We've got 500 episodes of One Piece. I don't need to see a Cooking Show to see 501 with One Piece, right? But here you're forcing them to watch the Cooking Show characters, all of them, in your show. So I think I just workshopped this out. I think I figured it out. Okay. Very interesting. It actually makes sense from an animation point of view. You could never do this in live action unless nowadays you probably could because you're only shooting 13 episodes, right? Back then, TV series was 24, sometimes 26 episodes in the 80s. Sometimes more. They did not have production time. They could not shut production down even for a single day. So, maybe you could now. I don't know. But, yeah. Crazy. Like, this whole thing is crazy. One more thing. Can I just say, this is some of the most shameless promotion I've ever seen in my life. This is shameless. Wow. They're your friends. My God. Can you try to cram this cooking show down our throats anymore? Anymore? Like, you've got to be kidding me.